I have a question on Brexit, actually. Because this morning, the Foreign Affairs Minister of Cyprus met with Michel Barnier, the chief negotiator, and they talked apparently also about the British sovereign bases. And as far as I remember, we don't have any contingency measures, plans for a no-deal Brexit scenario for those bases. So is there anything on the table? Do we already know what's going to happen if we have a no-deal Brexit in the British sovereign bases in Cyprus?
Yes, actually there is something, which is the withdrawal agreement, in which is on the table, where attached to the withdrawal agreement was also parameters of an agreement between Cyprus and the United Kingdom on the sovereign basis. Since then, I don't have anything else to say. Follow up?
So in case of a no deal, there's going to be a hard border, let's say, between the base and the rest of the island.
I will not speculate on any aspect pertaining to a no-deal scenario other than saying that we'll continue with our contingency plan. And I'm happy to check if Celine Gauer has already been to Cyprus or not. I think she hasn't yet, so this could be part of the contingency discussions. Yes, Mark.
Margaritas, thank you. Good afternoon. Mark Stone from Sky News. Just following up on that, what is the contingency then for the British sovereign bases in Cyprus? But my main question was that the British Foreign Secretary arrived this morning in Brussels and said that he, and I assume he means the cabinet he's part of, knows what they need to do to get this deal through. What does the Commission think needs to be done to get this deal through, and what can we expect from the meeting between Mrs May and the President on Wednesday?
Many different things there you put on the pot. Concerning Cyprus, I reiterate I have nothing else to say, and I will not speculate on any aspects that pertain to a no deal and how this would impact a very specific situation on the island. Two, we have on the table a withdrawal agreement, a political declaration, and we have repeatedly said, I think, from different mouths, that we are happy to revisit anything that would clarify the situation without reopening the withdrawal agreement, but helping our British partners to construct a majority in the House of Commons. That's where we are. Since then, we are expecting from London news, which we haven't received other than a first discussion when the Prime Minister came. I understand we have a meeting with Secretary of State Berkeley this afternoon with Michel Barnier, which I can confirm. And frankly, Mark, I have nothing else to say. As I said many times, on this specific subject, I have exhausted my repertoire. Still, you try.
Still, I'll try. Let me ask you this then. There has been a phrase doing the rounds for a couple of weeks or so, keyhole surgery to the withdrawal agreement. Can you rule out keyhole surgery to the withdrawal agreement?
I do not know what you're talking about, Mark. I prefer to stay where I am. Yes, please, at the back. Now.
It's odd that it's red for go and it's green when it's not working. Anyways, so Catherine Fior, EU reporter. A follow-up to the question that was asked by Athanasios on Cyprus. I mean, the second item in your list of daily news today is no deal preparation. I mean, the question is about contingency, about no deal preparation. So I think it's fair to ask yes, the sovereign bases are in the protocol in the withdrawal agreement, but that's if there is an agreement. So in a no-deal scenario, Will you be preparing something for Cyprus? Thank you.
Thank you again for this question. Probably I was misunderstood in my earlier reply. Of course, we are involved in our contingency. We're intensifying our contingency work, given the situation in which we find ourselves overall. That's why the Deputy Secretary General is touring the capitals to address specifically within each member state the specific issues and areas that merit to be addressed as soon as possible. And I have no doubt that on Cyprus this would be a relevant discussion to have. I do not have anything to offer now at this stage. And I will not speculate on possible outcomes that may emerge in case of a no deal on a very specific situation that's on the island, that also links to people's lives and has a significant economic impact on the island's economy. What I would also say, indeed, you saw that our second daily news item is on our campaign on contingency plans for customs and indirect taxation, because this is another very relevant policy area that cuts across member states. And as I was saying in my announcements, contingency works has to be done in specific key areas of interest, have to be done, are unilateral and time limited. So no contingency work will sort out the sort of issues that we have successfully, we believe, addressed in the withdrawal agreement. And now I understand, I'm informed that Celine's visit to Cyprus will be on the 5th of March. So there you have it. Anything else? Yes, Olivier.
Merci.